Hello, WA6LOL, Sonora.
Baker number 16, Ocean.
You are dead. Somebody was on there kind of low in frequency. I'll talk again and I'll tune you in. Oh, it's Dennis. Hi, Dennis. WA6LOL, Sonora.
Sorry, I just not quite obvious. But anyway, I did hear you, but not too clearly over.
WB6IXO, WB6ISO, Dennis, AA6S, I hear both of you. Another station in there, loud and clear down here in Visalia. WB6ISO, AA6S, over.
Visalia, WB6ISO, Bozo Net. How you doing down there in Visalia? Nice signal, 5-9, over.
Yeah, QSL, number 800 on this end. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 here. I'm not even sure if the antenna's on. I'm just pointed at 300 and whatever, 330 degrees. That's about the right direction, I think. Yeah, I heard another station in there called you, said you were a little bit, I think you're in the same area. But anyway, Dennis, you're smoking in here into Visalia. WB6ISO, AA6S, number 800. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name down there. The name here is Dennis. And the QTH is Reland, about 15 miles north of Sacramento, over.
Yeah, for my antenna, I was planning to see. Yeah, it looks like you're about 330 for me. Anyway, the net should start here pretty soon. There should be a bunch of takers. Anyway, not much happening here. Just turned the stuff on. WB6ISO, AA6S. Go ahead there, Dennis.
Yeah, okay. Just confirmed I didn't catch your name, and I didn't catch the last part of the call. I got the Alpha 6, and can you give the last part of that call, over?
Yeah, Roger, it's Sierra. America 6, Santiago, 2x1. AA6 Sierra, Dennis, go ahead.
Roger, got it 100% that time. And can I get your name, please?
What's that?
Yeah, I didn't catch your name, over.
Oh, sorry, name is Bill. Bravo, Italy, Lima, Lima. Bill, I'm slightly off frequency here. I was going to move the RIT. I better leave the word off. Anyway, the name is Bill and number 800 here, Dennis. And you're coming in here really good. WB6ISO, AA6S. Go ahead.
Very, very good there, Bill. Yeah, 5-9 copy. Very, very nice copy up this way. And I wonder, I know that that's going to be starting here pretty quick. Yeah, I got everything out. Alpha 6 sugar. And Bill, yeah. And how much power and antennas are you running, over?
Running about 700-800 watts. I've got a commander, single tube commander on 2 meters, and the antenna is a single M squared. I think it's a 13 element up about 60 feet. And on 1296 megacycles, I got 600 watts and 4 M squared up at about 80 feet. And we've got a 432 antenna up there, one of those long things. Is I don't know, about 28 or 30 elements on it up on the tower where these are. WB6ISO, AA6S.
K6MYC.
There he is, K6MYC. Mikey, Dennis is in here. Give him a shout.
Yeah, I'm copying you, Dennis. Good evening. We got you logged in here. Carry on, Dennis.
Thank you, Bob. I'm rushing by the other station. To Mike, I will be standing by. Thank you very much for the report down there. You're 5'9", very good. Have a fine evening down there in Visalia. WB6 on it, so we'll be standing by.
73 is Dennis. We'll be standing by here, too, for the net. AA6S.
Okay, Bill, thank you very much. Nice and beautiful signal this way. Keep up the work. Over.
QSL, you hit a 9 that time. 73s.
73 from now.
K6 BBG.
K6, what is it?
I say K6 BBG 971.
Oh, hi, 971. Good evening, Dave. K6 BBG. Good evening.
Why, good evening, Mike. I have my 10-meter radio on, and when I fired this one up, it just made a whole loud racket. So, okay, gonna turn it down there. How are you doing today, Mike?
Well, it was a busy day. We took Judy in early this morning. We had to be there at 7:15 at the Fresno Surgery Center and for hospital, I should say, and got a new eyeball, got a new cataract replacement in the right eye. We did left eye about 3 weeks ago, so now she can see equally out of both eyes. Anyway, that started our day off. I went to get an engine from Harbor Freight, and they can't sell engines anymore because California's got them frozen for some emissions. They don't want to have anybody selling gas engines anymore. They're trying to eliminate gas engines. Can you imagine me running my log splitter with a battery-operated motor?
No. And that's something, they're going to have to really look into that, because that's not going to work very well. There's a bunch of things that is not going to work with electric, okay? Yeah, they haven't figured that out. But then again, you're not supposed to heat with wood either. Only with your electric heater in your house.
Well, up here I can heat with wood. They'll be taking my wood away over my dead body. Over.
Yeah, well, they're working on it. Trust me.
Oh, I know. I'm just the greenies are just completely out of control here in California, and they're gonna make this state worse than it is already. But I'm gonna have to do what I have to do if they start doing price controls. I'm gonna have to go to the black market to get my engine. Over.
Hi, Roger. That's how you do it anyway.
Get it from Reno.
Yeah, Bullhead City.
Problem is, you're not going to be able to buy the gas for it here pretty soon.
Next thing, they want us to eat bugs. I was listening to that bunch of wackos from Europe. They don't even want us to eat meat. They want us to eat bugs.
Yeah. Well, bugs are better for you, Bill. You know that. My God. Who was it that had a bug in their brain? Oh, it was JFK. He's going to be the big name tomorrow. By God, he's going to make up his mind whether he's going to side with Trump or Kamala. That's not much of a choice in my mind, but he's got a lot of things to consider. Anyway, let's get on with the net. I only have two numbers in here, 800 and, well, I got three now. 800, I've got 86 up there, Dennis, and I've got you 971. Who else do we have? Over.
KK6 ZKE 704.
KB6RQU, Bozo 61.
Okay, I got two of you, 704. Good evening to you, Terry. I didn't hear you earlier part of the week, but good evening to you. And I'm copying the old 61 down there, KB6RQU. Take one, Rick, and let's see who's hearing you. KB6 Radio Queen United, K6MYC. Go ahead, Lake Isabella.
All right, very good there. Yeah, I heard Bob there. He's been pretty strong in there. And haven't heard much of anyone else. KB6RQU at DM05 in Lake Isabella area. Over.
Okay, who did you say was the other one that was in here? Bob? You said something about Bob. Well, maybe I misheard. Anyway, good evening. And sounds like you had a dinner with, did you say XE1 somebody? You said it very quickly, Rick. Try it again.
No, I just want to know who else was hearing me here. Got kind of a scratchy throat tonight. I don't know why.
Okay. Are you having trouble understanding me?
No.
Okay. No worries. Anyway, Bill, say hello to Rick down there in Lake Isabella, and then we'll see if Ben in Bakersfield is in here. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Roger. Good evening there, Rick. KB6RQU, AA6S. Mucho strong here, about 10 or 20 over. KB6RQU. And hope everything's going good there, AA6S, over.
AA6S, KB6RQU. It's going fair there, so I can put up with that.
Well, that's good. At least been cooling down a little bit. I don't feel like I'm dying when I go outside. Rick, go ahead.
There you go. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying inside.
Well, I've been that way for a long time.
Well, we had 98 today, and we just were eating dinner on the patio. That's why I'm a little late. My grandson and my son cooked dinner tonight. We have one of the workers that works for me at the plant came also. They're going to be doing a little project after dinner. But so we had 5 people, but the dinner got just a little bit late. I got half of my beautiful New York steak eaten, but hopefully it'll still be waiting for me when I get back. Anyway, that's the story here. Let me see if Ben. I wonder if you're there. N6SWR Bakersfield, DMO5 K6MYC 2-meter Bozo Net. Over.
47. And tonight's Wednesday. I had texted Rob last night that I wasn't going to make the net because I'd gotten up at 3 o'clock in the morning and had a very hectic day. And by the time I got home and was ready for bed, it was 7 o'clock or so, and I texted him I wouldn't be able to do the net what I thought was Wednesday night, but I'd already lost track of days. Back to net.
Yeah, I did the same thing yesterday. I thought yesterday was Wednesday. So I was all ready for all the guys to come over and cook dinner from me last night, and they didn't make it until tonight, of course, which is the correct night. Okay, well, you're sounding good up this way. N6SWR, anybody else for Ben down there? K6MYC. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, N6SWR. AA6S, sounding good here in Visalia, Ben. And I wanted to make a comment to Mike there on his steak. You're going to have to convert that into those bugs. That Klaus Schwab dude there in Europe is not going to want you eating meat there. The cows are going to be polluting everything. Anyway, back to you, Ben, and I'll get out of here and just listen. N6SWR, AA6S. Go.
Okay, Bill. Well, make one comment, 2 comments. First of all, the steak I'm eating will eventually become bugs. They'll probably eat something that relates to what I'm putting through my intestines first, and it'll turn into bugs. The other thing, I got to say this. I just listening to this Democratic convention, and I feel so sorry. I just feel sad for my country and for the people that are so deluded in the belief of where they are, what they're thinking and who they're getting excited about. This Jim Walz couldn't be any closer to communist if he was living there. So and Kamala's right behind him. So We are really heading in the wrong direction here, and I'm so sad that the poor people in that convention think that it's a hope for change. They want change so bad, they're not going to want it when they get it. Over.
That's a fact. We got enough change when Obama was in there, and now we'll have him and telling Kamala what to do, and that's really scary.
Well, hopefully we can keep him out of there, but Jesus. Okay. Enough of that. I watched 2.5, 3 days of it, and some of the people talking were just, they're just making such fools of themselves, I can't believe it. If they think they're gaining credibility in anybody's mind, I just don't see how they could be, because they're saying stupid stuff. Ignorant, just ignorant. It's not that they're stupid people. They're successful. They're bright. They're just ignorant. They got their head wound up in hating Trump, and they can't get beyond it. And they're all stuck on whatever it is that they want to. They don't want to go back. Whatever it is that was back there, they don't want to go back. We don't want to go back. Whatever back is. I asked Ed last night what is back, Ed? What is it that you don't want to go back to? And he couldn't answer. Okay, enough of that. Good evening to you, Ben, at N6SWR, with a pause for anybody else, K6MYC.
WA6AJ.
Okay, I hear you, Mike, and I hear you, Dane. Dane, let me get you up there at Fraser. Maybe you can hear Rick down there. You might mention whoever you can hear from up there in Fraser. He's at, I'm sorry, Shaver Lake, not Fraser. Shaver Lake, up in the mountains here. WB6JNP in the group, K6MYC. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay, Mike. Well, we're actually on the vertical and mobile right now, so we'll be back to the trailer probably in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, why are you vertical? You're a little weaker, but I've got you.
I'm vertical because I'm in my truck.
Oh, you're in your truck. Okay, very good. Yeah, well, that may be why most of the guys aren't hearing you there. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Hopefully you still got a few days of enjoyment and the weather's holding nicely for you. WB6JMP, K6MYC.
Okay, and I was picking up a few of the guys along the way, but like I said, it's the vertical mobile rig right now, so I'll be in the trailer probably within a half hour. I'm just picking up food. Anyway, K6MYC and the group. WB6JNP, 107 Shaver Lake.
Okay, thank you very much, Dane. 107 WB6JNP, Shaver Lake, Mobile Vertical, K6MYC. Over to you, Mike, WA6AAJ in the group, K6MYC. Jim, I don't know where you're pointed, but we've got two folks, two of the boys down there in DMO5 you might want to say hello to. And I hear LA in the background, K6MYC.
K6MYC, WA6AJ. Nothing going on, just checking in. And it's surprising Ed couldn't tell you what he wanted changed.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the last comment.
You talked to Ed last night, AXX?
Yeah, Ed over there, AXX, and yeah, he said you wouldn't want Trump running your company, would you? He's so deluded and he can't get two words put together correctly, and they're so confused about the guy. He's got them so befuddled that they hate him so much they can't even get past first base with that.
Oprah is speaking.
Oprah's speaking now. Oh, great! Hey, another deluded one. Only smart people that don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, go ahead, Mike. WA6AAJ in the group, K6MYC.
No, that's okay. I was just interested in the fact that he couldn't think of anything, and it's just don't want Trump. So that's the other side. So anyway, that's it. I'll let you have it. K6MYC, WA6AAJ.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo 5.
Okay, got you. Give us your Bozo number there, would you, Daryl?
982.
Got it, she says. Judy just walked in, finished her dinner, and now she's about 10. Yeah, she's a happy camper. Her eyes feeling pretty good, and she was a little nauseous when she came out of the operation. They gave her maybe a little too much or something a little different. We don't know exactly what. They think they told her they were going to give her the same minute anesthesia that she took the first time, and she had no ramifications. But this time she was a little nauseous, and we slept most of the afternoon because we got up real early. We were up at 6 o'clock or 5:30, 5:30 to get dressed and ready to go to the hospital. So we've had a long day. Anyway, good evening to all. Let's see if there's anybody else in here with for a check-in. I didn't get it over to you, Terry. Let me get it over to you if you're still there. I heard you, but we missed. We got to it at the same time, and I skipped over you. KK6 ZKE K6MYC. Oh boy, he was in and out. He goes in and out. He doesn't last long if I don't shoot it right back to him. Okay, who else do we have in the Bay, in the San Joaquin Valley here for 2-meter check-ins? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie.
KC5 DTU 712.
Oh, good evening, Curie. I don't know whether Judy got a chance. Did you ever get a chance to look at his emails today?
No, I didn't have.
Yeah, she started to go in, and I think she probably was still. Yeah, her eyes just with the eye thing today. She just couldn't sit there and stare at the computer. But yeah, we're still waiting for. I guess the big news might come tomorrow, but I'm not sure that's going to be earth-shattering. Depending on what JFK does. I'm not seeing any evidence of the bait and switch at this point. WB6, no, that's not right. Pick it up, Kerry. KC5DTU, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KC5DTU, Roger. You know you had a hard day there, so you're forgiven. And hope Judy's doing good, and we'll see you much better there soon, Mike. And we're just waiting for those fireworks to start, and they should be soon. KC5DTU.
When, tonight or tomorrow?
I don't have a date, but there's some of the things that they've been doing up there at that DNC is going to really backfire on them. So no time limit, but it's coming.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. They're having a lot of secret meetings, and everybody's a little bit disturbed about the fact that they have to have them or are doing them. I'm not sure whether they're upset because they are forced to do secret meetings so nobody can tell what's going on and they don't know what's coming next, or whether they're I don't know why they're upset.
Jewish meetings in secret.
Oh, the Jewish meetings are in secret? Okay. Who knows? It's a fiasco. They couldn't. They've run a very disorganized convention. As much as I can tell, they're late. They're early. They're having people wait through lines. Some of the newsmen couldn't get in through their pass the door to get into to cover the convention. They couldn't get in for 2 hours. The line was so long. They were. I don't know why they couldn't process them faster, but they were just having. It just hasn't gone very smoothly, from what I could gather.
It out last night.
What was it? What?
Obama straightened out the check-ins last night.
Oh, did he? How did he do that?
I don't know. He just smoothed it out so people could get in faster.
Oh, somehow he did. Okay, well, I'm sure glad that Obama's in control of it there.
Yeah.
All right. Back to you, Kerry. KC5DTU, and maybe we'll get a call from you tomorrow. We should be open all day. K6MYC.
Roger. How did Judy do on the surgery?
She did really well. So happy to have it over with, and little quirk with the anesthesia, but got over it in a couple hours and got home, and it was good.
Roger. Glad to hear. Okay, there's only one thing you need to do now, and that's get better. So we'll let you get back to the net there. K6MYC, KC5, DTU.
For Kerry. Anybody else for Kerry?
Hello, Kerry.
AA6S.
Hello, Bill, AA6S, KC5, DTU. How you doing down there?
Pretty good, comrade. Go ahead.
Well, just keep the powder dry and the bacon fresh.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you too. I had to put in that comment from what Mike's been saying, what's going on there with our buddies there. Yeah. The banking system's going to crash, and then they won't know what to do. Back to you there, Mikey. K6MYC, AA6S.
All righty. Well, don't forget, we're going to spin over toward, I think this is a day that Ron's going to be there. He only misses one Wednesday a month, and I think he's okay for tonight. So I think we'll take one more standby for anybody in the San Joaquin Valley. We're missing Frank, W6BBS, and a couple of others. K6MYC.
AD6W.
AD6 Whiskey, Alpha Delta 6 Whiskey. Good evening, Larry. You've got to spew your number there. I know what it is, but I want you to say your number when you say your call, okay?
Okay, 1146.
Thank you, Larry. And how are you doing down there? Are you enjoying this conversation, or is this opposed to your thinking?
I'm just reading the mail here. I'm just having a hard time voting for anybody.
Oh, okay. Totally disgusted with the whole lot, huh?
Yeah.
All righty. Well, yeah, good to hear you in there. Good signal up here. I'm pointed your way, of course. Anybody else for the 2-meter Bozo Net before we go toward Atascadero? Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie in the group. Okay, here we go. Atascadero it is. I hear Southern California. I'll give you Bozo 47. I don't know who it is. Bozo 47 here, over.
Well, very good, Mike. D6MYC from Kilo Germany 6, Echo X-ray Ocean, Bozo 137, over.
Okay, WA6EXO, I think it is. EXO, I didn't get the prefix. You're very light at the moment, very light. And give me your Bozo number a couple of more times, please, over. Oh, boy, I can't copy it. Bill, did you get his full call? And I know who it is. I think it's Mike down there. But I didn't get his full call or Bozo number.
Well, unfortunately, I turned my antenna towards Atascadero, and I got to come all the way around. So by the time I get it around, he'd be gone. Go ahead.
Oh, you mean you have to go through north to get to the west of south?
Yeah, Roger.
Oh, bummer.
Go ahead and check in, AA6S.
Well, when Rob gets here, we'll look him up. It's EXO anyway. Thank you. 73. I wish you had a little more steam there. The band's not in very good shape this evening. WA6EXO, K6MYC, Bozo 47, 73.
So, AA6S, go ahead and check in. I'm copying you. Okay, go ahead.
137, okay.
Kilo Tango Hotel, November 6th. Kilo Tango Hotel. Go ahead. Able 6 Sugar. AA6S in Visalia. Go ahead. Not sure what you mean. Mike is on here, but he's pointed, I think, in the other direction. I pointed towards the coast, so I'll be heading towards you, I think. I've worked you before there. K6 Okay, I came way down to get you there. K6, KTH, where are you located? I'm coming close around on south. Are you Southern California? Go ahead.
Santa Barbara, but get his Bozo number.
Okay, that's why I'm pointing where I'm supposed to. Yeah, you're loud and clear here now that I got the antenna in the right direction. I know where you are. I've talked to you before when you're up on the hill there. K6 KTH, AA6F. See if Mike's got his antenna in that direction. You copy me, Mike? K6NYC, AA6F, over.
I hear you fine, Bill, but I need his Bozo number. He's not readable tonight. Normally he's good copy. Tonight he's not readable, over.
Yeah, Roger. What's your Bozo number there? What's your Bozo number? Go ahead. QSL to 967. I'll pass that to Mike. He says you're light where he is, so probably an inversion's weird. We got you K6 KTH up on the hill there. AA6F. We got you 967 and mine is number 800, 800. K6 KTH, AA6F, over. Yeah, I got it written down right. I just automatically said K6. Anyway. Yeah, my wife's call was N6YUH, so that's getting close. Anyway. N6 Kilo Tango Hotel. 73s and back to net. Back to you there, Mikey. AA6S, over. K6NYC, you copy me, Mike? AA6S, over.
Yeah, I copy. I thank you for the call sign correction. I thought it was K6, but N6 KTH, and his name is Ken, over.
Yeah, November 6 Kilo Tango Hotel. N6 KTH, I got my antenna back towards you like I was on a no. N6 KTH is his call, number 967. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got it. We got everything okay. We're copying you fine, Bill.
Okay, Roger. I'm almost, I need to come back a little bit and be pointed towards Tom. See if he's there, and if he's not, I'll probably get out of here.
Okay, let's go for Ron. I'm looking that way now, too. W6QUI, W6QUI at Tascadero. And anybody else over that way, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters.
K6USY. KJ6TYO, 1009.
Good evening there, Aaron. W6QUI, W6QUI in tonight, Ron, AA6S, over.
Must be the Wednesday that he has the antique car meeting or antique airplane meeting.
Hey, good evening, Mike. K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100, and I'm overdue 10 meters.
Go ahead to 10 and we'll take care of it. Thank you. And I also hear KJ6TYO 1009. Good evening, Ron.
Hey, good evening, Mike. And I also have to run over to the other net. So good evening and have a good one. KJ6TYO 1009.
Yeah, we'll see you when you get back if you want to come back. Thanks, Ron. Nice to have you check in. Thanks much. KJ6TYO, K6MYC, clear. One last call for anybody in Atascadero, KN6EIV, KB6WRW, or W6QUI, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go to Monterey.
Yeah, I'm heading towards Monterey right now, Mikey. AA6S.
Roger.
KM6SRR.
Hello, Rob, AA6S.
How you doing, Bill? Mike, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I had the solar stuff delivered today, and we've been fighting the pallet
Tractor wouldn't pick them up, so I started taking it apart, took some of it out, and we started loading it and bringing it down and started to trapezoid, and we've been fighting it all the time and just finally left it for tomorrow morning.
I couldn't get what you were fighting. You're talking very quickly.
Solar panels. Fighting the pallet of solar panels. Over.
Yeah, I got it. Well, what's wrong with the panels? With the pallets? You couldn't get them off the truck?
Truck was too big to come down the driveway with knocking down half my trees, so he offloaded them in the cul-de-sac up top, and my tractor wouldn't pick them up.
Oh, great. So you had to haul them down by hand or what?
Well, I got a trailer, but we'd have to disassemble the whole damn pallet, and I'm the only one that can really lift them, and I just don't have enough energy to do that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Sorry about that. I guess each pallet weighs about 100 pounds or less. No, not pallet, but each solar panel. What does each panel weigh?
I don't know. It wasn't too bad when I was lifting it by myself, so I don't think it's 100 pounds. But the total pallet of 31 of them, I think, is, what do you say, 2,000 pounds, something like that?
I can believe that. Why didn't they? They should have brought them out in a smaller truck. That was stupid. They should have called you. I had a call from FedEx today. My stuff's going to be in next Monday. But, of course, they know my driveway, and I would always tell them, if you ever get those kind of calls from those, anything coming from Signature Solar, you got to tell them you've got a long, thin driveway, and they can't have a big, tall semi-truck bring stuff down to you.
Yeah, roger on that. I had them call me first, so at least that part worked out.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it worked. I don't know where Frank was today. I don't think he was working today, but he might,
I think he was doing
No, he's done with that. I don't know where he was. I haven't heard from Frank today, so I don't know what happened. Hopefully he didn't work himself into a frazzle cutting that fire trail for the other sisters. But he had the day off as far as I know because he wasn't here, over.
Yeah, well, so he played hooky.
Yeah, you did. 72, good evening.
Yeah, W6BBS 72, good evening, Judy. And I'm dripping sweat. I just walked in the door. No, I was in no hurry to go anywhere today. I've been battling and studying this solar situation, and I told you that I dropped some trees, and I've been trying to get that hill cleared off, and there's been no time, so I kind of got started on that this morning, and don't have to be in a hurry to get down there, and I just never stopped. And I'm about halfway done getting this one hillside where all the solar's got to go. And now that I've seen the situation, with this big array and whatnot and all that, I know some of the do's and don'ts for my terrain. And my existing 30-panel or 24-panel array has got to move about 45 feet to the left and about 50 feet up the hill to be efficient year-round. That's the other thing is I'm getting the lay of the land. So anyways, I just got distracted doing that, dragging trees, battling poison oak and everything else. And Rob, I got a suggestion for you. You got a bucket on the front of that tractor. So you go out there and you set your bucket and you tip it all the way back and you get it kind of almost level and you get it up near your pallet and you slide a pallet, one of those panels off on that bucket. And you slide 3 or 4, whatever you can handle comfortably on top of your bucket, and then maybe just throw you a strap over it and haul them down 4 or 5 at a time on your bucket. Same thing with anything else they left up there, batteries, inverters, or anything else. That's how I do everything by myself, is me and my tractor bucket equals 3 or 4 guys, over.
Yeah, I've got pallet forks for my tractor, so I've been using those. But anyway, it's a lot of handwork, and the wife can't help too much, so I've got to figure it out, over.
All right, very good, very good. I know, you know how steep my terrain is, and these panels I have here are about similar to the size that you've got, and they weigh about 75 pounds apiece. and I'm packing them up this, almost vertical mountain to get them up to the racks and whatnot. So, yeah, I know exactly what the battle is. Over.
Roger, W6BBS, KM6SRR to be legal. Yeah, I just got to spend some time working on it. I screwed the wife up. She had a meeting to go to tomorrow morning. We're not going to make it because I got the driveway blocked now. Over.
Oh, wonderful. Well, if you got the driveway blocked and this is kind of a semi-emergency thing, if you don't get it cleared by tomorrow afternoon, let me know. I got to get down to Mike's in the morning and get that inverter off the wall and packed. Over.
Roger. Yeah, I got all the other stuff down here on my driveway. It's just the solar panels were too heavy when they were all bundled together on a pallet. So I got to work it out. Right now, the darn thing's leaning about 30 degrees, and I took 6 panels out of it so that we could lift it up with a tractor and put it on the trailer. Over.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the other thing is, I forgot about it. I wasn't thinking about the trailer. You got a forklift there, so you unload pallets on your forks, put those on the front of your trailer until the pallet's light enough to pick it up, set the rest on the back, and off you go.
Yeah, well, when you sit the rest on the back, it wants to slide sideways and tip over. Over.
Got to have your trailer on level ground, dude.
The driveway's not level, so I just got to deal with it. I don't want to take any more than that there. Thanks, W6BBS, KM6SR. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. I'm sorry you had so much trouble with those panels, but it'll be interesting to see how well they do when you get them up and running there. Very good. Okay. And everything else for you, Frank. Let me see. I'm pointed toward Monterey at the moment, so let me see if Scott is in there. WA6LIE. Scott, are you with us this evening? K6MYC Bozo Net. I don't hear Scott in there. Let's try for Santa Cruz. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC. How about you, Tom?
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I'm here, and Frank's coming in real good, and Bill was coming in from Visalia in pretty good shape, but I'm not hearing Rob tonight.
Rob may not be pointed at you, and he may not have the amp on here. Don't forget that when you give your call sign, you got to give, first time at least, you got to give your Bozo number so Judy can write it down. She probably remembered it, but I just want you to get in the habit of doing that. Anyway, good evening. Booming in here. I didn't know you had come over and were visiting me. You're in my driveway, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm Bozo 610, and I got it right last night. We've got a guy in our local, calls our local 10-meter net here, and they kind of changed the name of it from Santa Cruz to Monterey Bay, and he gets it right a couple weeks in a row, and then he has to get caught again. So it'll take me a while to remember to give my number each time. This is KW6S.
Well, I have the same problem. Every couple of days I have to open up my wallet and see what my name is when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I look in the mirror and it still looks like me.
I don't recognize the guy at all. I can't see him.
Yeah, it's funny for me, I've been doing it for so many years, I don't really know when it started happening. I know originally when the digital cameras came out, I noticed they were starting to make my hair look gray.
Oh, yeah. Damn cameras will do all kinds of funny things with colors and things. They put lines in your face and all sorts of stuff. We just don't look too close to the mirror, and I'm blessed. I guess the blindness has an advantage. I can't see myself anymore.
Yeah, and my irritating neighbors, I can't hear them as much anymore as I could before.
Yeah, that too. The dog and pony show out there, and the foxes. The foxes have been barking here about 4 o'clock in the morning. They get going, wakes Judy up. I don't hear it, of course, but she hears them. All right, well, good to hear you. Let's see if you managed to get Lee on the stick over there. Lee, I wonder if you're there tonight. AF6 United, K6MYC in a group. He must be having his head in another spot right now. Maybe he's a Democrat. Is he a Democrat, Tom?
You know, I have no idea. We only really have hung out a couple times. Once putting an antenna together, he helped, and he was pretty good for backup and making sure I got measurements right and so forth. And then we had a little get together here, but I don't really know.
Well, not that it matters, but he may be glued to the TV, hoping for hope and change. Over.
Yeah, I think, let's see. I think I voted, my last that I'm sure of vote for a Democrat was for George Wallace in a primary, figuring that would mix things up. And I might have voted for Panetta, Leon Panetta, when I was kind of working for him.
I made this mistake a long time ago when I wasn't really into politics. I thought Jimmy Carter was a decent man. He was a decent man. He was just clueless.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming.
Yeah, well, I missed it, and I didn't talk. I had a partner at the time when KLM. I had a partner that was from Atlanta. He owned a company called Pinkerton and Laws, and his name was Arthur Laws, and he said, "Jesus, Mike, you should have talked to me beforehand. Carter's a hopeless case." So he was the governor of Georgia, of course, and Arthur had no room for him in his heart. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think let's see. Yeah, I don't think I was around too active in doing anything in those years.
Well, I was voting, but I guess I didn't. I was voting by, the uneducated, ignorant format of you listen to what they say and you believe it for a minute or so, and then you vote for them because they got their hair combed right. And you can understand their words. I'm not sure what the motivation is. Unfortunately, a lot of the people still don't listen right, and they don't try to analyze what people are saying and cross-check what they're saying as far as the truth. Boy, this is a big fiasco with the labor thing. Did you hear the jobs report fiasco? About 800,000 jobs were miscalculated over.
No, I haven't seen that. I've been kind of pretty busy here, and that's supposed to let up, I think, tomorrow. So I'll have to get back into the land of the living.
Well, that's a big deal, of course. The job report has a lot to do with the stock market. The stock market goes up and down depending on what people think. People are hiring 600 people, and then they only hire 20. But they say they write down, because they're Democrats, they write down they hired 600, and that's how the job report originally comes out. And then when the Labor Department gets it, they say, hey, we don't see 600 new people are on the roll here. You've only hired 20 people. What's going on? It's fraud, buddy. They don't know it, but that's truly fraud, and that affects people's market and their income and everything else. So anyway, it's a nasty case. Nasty deal. All right, let you go. We won't do this anymore, and we'll move into the Bay Area where I'm going to be blessed with a bunch of liberals that don't believe any of this.
Well, very good, Mike. I will be on tomorrow night on 432, I believe. I missed on 6 the other night because I was getting some help from a couple of friends of mine online, or not online, on the air, trying to figure out some software stuff, and put several hours in and got no closer, so I had to punt and go a different direction. Anyway, I should be here tomorrow night, K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised, and Lee will come in and join us there. All right, thanks, Tom. Good to hear you. I didn't hear anything from Scott down there. One more call, Scott, KWA6LIE. Are you here, K6MYC? Okay, Scott's not there. Maybe he's doing rehab or something. All right, 7-3. We'll see you tomorrow night, Tom. K6MYC into the Bay Area looking for check-ins. Over.
N5 MPD 1129.
There you go. go? Did you get that one, Judy?
5.
Okay, 1129, N5 NPD. Go ahead, take one, Brett. Nobody else, I didn't hear anybody else call in, over.
Oh, wow, it must be offended or something. So, good evening, Mike and Judy. Yep, and how dare you lump me in with them just because we share the same line of sight, over.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you're good and strong over here this evening. So it's nice to hear you. And I'm sure we'll get some more takers. I actually overshot the Bay Area. I pointed at 290, so I'm a little bit too high there. Come back a little bit, maybe we'll wake somebody up there. Let's see who we have. Thanks for checking in, Brett. I assume you don't have anything too startling for us here. N5 NPD for your final K6 MYC, over.
Oh, no, nothing startling here. So, yeah, just chasing mosquitoes and some kind of cold or something that's coming around. So I was not feeling that great today. So hopefully it ain't West Nile or something, because always chasing mosquitoes around here, over.
Bummer. Hopefully you'll feel better tomorrow. We had a funny day. We both got up at 5:30. Actually, Judy let me sleep in until 6, but we got up. I was awake at 5 o'clock, and then we actually got up at 6. And so it's been a long day. We took her in for cataract surgery on the right eye. Got that done. She's feeling pretty good. In fact, she's sitting there doing the Bozo Net with no glasses. So she can finally see without glasses and magnifying glasses and all that stuff. Not well yet, but I'm sure it's doing pretty good tonight. But one eye is probably doing most of the work that was done about 3 weeks ago. 7-3, Brett, catch up with you. And 5 NPD Newman, K6MYC, looking for check-ins to the 2-meter Bozo Net from the Bay Area, over.
KF6 QCH 787.
Oh, there we are, KG6 QCH. KG6 QCH 787. K6MYC, good evening, Jimmy. How are you? Missed you last week, I think.
Roger, Mike. Good evening. K6MYC, Kilo Foxtrot, Party Hotel. Doing okay, and 7-3.
Boy, you took a fade on me. Didn't get the tail end of that, and I've got some noise that's coming up in your direction. I put the noise blinker on, and it was already on. So when I turned it on, it went off, and it obliterated you completely, so I didn't get much. You want to give me a repeat, Jimmy, over?
Roger, one more time. Kilo Foxtrot 6 Quebec Charlie Hotel. Good evening, coordinates.
We got you. Good evening. I got all that. I just wasn't sure if you had said something else about where you were. We missed you for a couple of days there. I think you told me what you were doing, but I missed it, over.
Roger, not much. I guess I fell asleep at that time. But anyway, yeah, the signal's just kind of like going up and down. Back to you.
Well, this band is up and down. You went down again, and you were perfect transmission before, and that time you went down again, so I missed it. So we better just let it go for tonight. And I'm glad to have you back in here. I wonder,
Jimmy?
What?
Is that Jimmy?
Yeah. Yeah, and let me see if Mike is in there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, are you here, Mike? Oh, no, Mike tonight. Okay, we get one and lose the other one. All right, other check-ins from the Bay Area, please. K6MYC.
KM6SR.
807.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, Jimmy is Kilo Fox, not G.
Yeah, well, I got that correction. I don't know whether Julie picked it up, but KF6QCH for Jimmy. Got it. Thank you, Rob.
WB6JNN.
WB6JNN. Good evening, Jim.
Good evening, Mike. 285. It's getting dark now out here, so I was out there sitting on the patio and said, oh, there's a net going on, so I ran in here.
Well, thank you for running in there. Don't overexert yourself, Jim. I know you're old and stuff, over.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be an octogenarian, and I stumbled all over that the other day, and so I just said, well, can't speak either.
Yeah, well, you're going to be an octogenarian very soon. That's good. Judy's 83, I'm 87, so you're a youngster. You're just a kid. Yeah, you're just a kid. So you should have lots of energy left and no excuses. Yeah. You don't know how good we feel at our age. You got to be feeling really terrific. All right. Good evening to you, Jim, and I understand about getting dark earlier, and you're going to have to curtail your flights to earlier hours. We had no wind today. It was very nice. It was a little wind here and there, but could have been a really gorgeous day for flying here. WB6JNN for your final K6MYC.
Yeah, well, I have to schedule things around here, and sometimes it's morning times when the wind is usually fairly calm, if not dead calm. But that's okay. I've been working on some of the astronomy stuff, and so I may have alternative stuff to do if I want to do it. Okay, WB6JNN.
Well, Jim, between the noise and the band, looks like we caught you at the wrong hour here. The band just took you right out of the picture. You went right down to Q nothing. And Judy and I are sitting here. What the hell happened to his signal? You were Q5 when you first called in, big signal, and then it just went down and down, and it kept getting worse, and we just didn't get anything. So well, maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow night on 432. 7.3 for now, and I'll certainly have less power line and less solar noise tomorrow night. Where's that again? Bozo Net, Bay Area, K6MYC. Anybody else?
AB6SR 807.
Okay, very good, Stan. And you're weak, too. I don't know what's going on here. Everybody's just really weak, but I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Nothing much to report in that case anyway. Hope Judy feels okay and the anesthesia is wearing off. Glad to hear everything was a success, which is what it's all about. So it's her day today, so nothing much else from here. Hope the transmission goes through okay. So 83 or so today, lower 70s now. Anyway, back to you. Have a good evening there, both of you. AB6SR 807. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, do you have the stream on in the background? Somebody was talking the whole transmission there, over.
No, I don't have anything on here at all.
Well, somebody was doubling with you. I got most of your transmission okay on 83 and all. But somebody was doubling there. I'm not sure who that is. If you'll stand by a second, we'll get you in the net and you can talk without interfering with other people. Stand by a second, the breaker. Okay, very good, Stan. Good to hear you. Yeah, it was about 98 today. It got pretty warm for a while. And at dinner time, it was 90. We ate dinner on the patio outside. It was very nice, but the temperature was still 90, which isn't bad, really. 90 is just, it's tolerable for us guys here in the valley. Hi. 7-3, Stan, and we'll see you maybe tomorrow night on 432. AB6SR, K6MYC. Anybody else in the Bay Area for the Bozo Net, over?
WB6WNI, 1090.
Oh, very good. Get it, WB6WNA, WNI. Repeat your Bozo number again. Did you get it, Judy?
No.
Okay, yeah, Judy didn't get it either. I heard it. I know what it is, but give us your Bozo number again, Gary, over.
Very good, Mike. Hi, Judy. The Bozo number is 1090. So I'm going to cut it short. Yeah, Stan and I must have been talking at the same time, but it is noisy over here, so I can understand confusion. All I said during that QSO was I'm walking the dog a lot more with the cooler weather. Otherwise, we will catch you tomorrow night at K6MYC at the group, and Judy, here is WB679.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Gary. Good to hear you. I've got this terrible crackling noise going on. It's very annoying. It's not your fault. It's just solar panel crap. One of these days we'll get a chance to clean that up, but I'm looking right toward the Bay Area, and of course I look right through my neighbor's house a quarter mile away. We're line of sight to his inverter, and his inverter just makes all kinds of noise. Anyway, I hope it would fail one of these days, and then we could get him to buy something that doesn't make noise like ours here. Ours don't make any noise at all. So we're really happy with all our solar stuff. Anyway, good evening to you, Stan, and look for you tomorrow night, perhaps. AB6SR 807 and Los Gatos K6MYC QRZ Bozo Net. Anybody else before we get going? BA6AXX Ed. AT2G. 2 or 3 others. K6KLY. I haven't heard Russ now for a week or so. What's he doing? Okay, I guess the Bay Area is all done with us tonight. All right, let's see. Let me go on up to Oakley and see what Radio Oakley got. N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. High temperature was 90, and the dinner is going to be barramundi and broccoli, BB.
Wait, what's the meat?
Barramundi. It's at southeast or South Pacific sea bass.
Okay, sounds good. We had New York prime rib, or not prime rib, but New York steak, and it was really it was really fantastic. Matt says, boy, it cost a lot of money, but boy, is it good. He bought the most primo prime rib or New York cut he could find, and it was just glorious. About 1.25 inches thick, and oh my God, what a flavor. And quite tender as well. Just about the right amount of texture. So that was mine. I didn't finish it. I couldn't, we didn't start till about 20 after, and I just couldn't get it all down before I had to come out here. Well, we'll get back to it, as you're going to get back to yours right now. Thanks, Ken. And, of course, we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. And what do you got coming up this weekend? Any contests?
Yeah, there's a couple of minor contests. Depends on your point of view, I guess. The Hawaii QSO Party, which is sort of a friendly but very slow contest. And the Kansas QSO Party, which is one of the better organized state QSO parties. Okay, on the steak, on Friday night, the plan is for filet mignon. I have to order it from Costco tomorrow. And I guess that's it. Yeah, we'll, I hope I can, you get around to my area tomorrow night before I have to go to the usual Thursday night Zoom at 8:30. Anyway, we'll try to be there. N6RO.
Well, if you hear anything, just blast in. Now, a lot of times Frank can hear you, and I might be able to hear you off the back or the side of the antenna. So just call in a few times whenever you can get by the radio quickly, and we'll try to get you. Maybe somebody will hear you and then get somebody else to check you in. Thanks, Ken. Good evening for now, and enjoy your South Pacific sea bass there. K6MYC clear, looking for Clear Lake. How about it? N1PPP or KA6OSX? How about it, guys? K6MYC.
WB6ISO.
Yeah, good evening, Dennis. We've got you checked in. Of course, I heard you fine when you were talking to Bill down there, over.
No copy that time. Mike, I'm looking at the antennas. Different direction. WB6ISO.
Okay, well, let me come up your way, Dennis. I'm not having any trouble with you, but I guess you got local noise there or something. That should be better. That should be a little closer to Rio Linda area there. WB6ISO, I don't know whether you have any other check-ins. I did not hear anything from the Clear Lake guys, but maybe you got them earlier. This is K6MYC. Go ahead, Dennis.
Okie dokie, Mikey, WB6ISO. A very pleasant good evening to you and also to Judy. How copy? Yeah, you're got nice signal. Once you move the antenna up this way, you're a good 20-25 over S9. Yes, I did talk to the Clear Lake guys earlier, a little bit earlier. Kent was there. Dave had some kind of a meeting he had to go to, but anyway, I promised I would check him in anyway. So, KA60SX, number 160, and also N1 Papa, Mr. Dave, 336. And that's about all I have. I'm Bozo 86.
Okay, we got them all. I think Judy got everything, didn't you? Yeah, she got them. Thank you for that. Very nicely done, Dennis, on the numbers. It helps Judy a lot when we don't have to keep repeating them and asking you. I know what they are, of course, because I've been checking those guys in for 3 years, but particularly when somebody else checks them in, it's helpful to have you give them the Bozo number. She works mostly off the Bozo number, so if nothing else comes through, she definitely needs the number. The call sign is secondary. And of course, the name is third, but she's working off the Bozo list, so she's got Bozo list flapping back and forth in front of her here very quickly as various people check in. Thanks, Dennis, and we'll look forward to your big signal tomorrow night on 432. WB6ISO, K6MYC 73.
Okay, before you run too far, if I may, I've got just a couple quick questions for you, if I could take the time and first of all, hello, Judy.
We didn't understand your comment or your question for some reason. What did you want Judy to do?
I just said hello, Judy. Now, quick question for you, and also I want to say hello to Bill A6 Sugar, which I talked to a little bit earlier down there. Very nice signal up this way. When's the last time that you have heard, or have you heard from our buddy Gary, WA6IKE? Have you heard from him at all over?
Probably a year. I don't keep track of the time very close, but it's been a long time that I heard something from Gary. I haven't talked to him directly for 3 or 4 years. And so it's funny because you mentioned that I just said something to Judy, I think yesterday at dinner. I was saying I've got an old friend that we haven't heard from forever, WA6IKE, Gary. A used car salesman perfection. That was his real trade. He was really a good guy, and I miss him checking in. He was always regular and always there, helpful with all the guys, and he had good ears from up there in Lincoln. But when he had separation with his wife and he went and moved somewhere else, I haven't heard from him since. I don't suspect he's doing all that well over.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I talked to him the last time. He indicated at that time about moving up into the Oregon area, and I have not heard anything since then, so I thought I'd just check with you and see if you actually have heard anything. But if I do hear anything, I will certainly make sure that I will relay the information along to you. Over.
Yeah, right, sure. It'd be a good idea. Good to keep up with the old Bozo number. I can't remember his number. We can look him up here quickly, but it's funny because I only used his number 10,000 times. He checked on every net, but I can't remember his number. I'm sure I'll feel stupid when I see it. But anyway, yeah, I heard that he was going to move to Oregon, and I heard also that he wasn't going to move to Oregon. He was going to move down somewhere closer. Maybe a little bit north of Grass Valley or something, and that should have left him in a range where we could reach him, and he could get into the Bozo Net, or at least get into the close enough we could work Redding or something. But I don't think that's ever happened, and he must not have ever gotten the station back on the air. I just haven't heard a peep. But thanks for asking, and we're both on the same page in that respect, Dennis. Thank you. WB6ISO, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. I'm trying to remember. Gary, yourself, and myself, the three of us at that time was starting the Bozo Net with Chuck and 6IQ, I think it was down there anyway. And as I remember, his number was either 46 or 48. Yours is 48, is it not?
It could be. Okay, but Judy wouldn't look up number 48 and see if that's Gary, WA6IKE. I believe you're right. I'm 47, he's 48. I think we got them together, and you were very close in there as well with Chuck, number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, middle well, but yeah, I think it's 47 and 48, as I remember. Anyway, okie dokie. Well, if I hear anything, I will certainly let you know. Have a very, very pleasant good evening to you, and also to Judy. Have a nice one. WB6 Inside Out, Bozo 86.
Yeah, confirming. Judy looked it up. 48 is Gary, WA6IK, so we got it. Thank you for reminding me. 73 Dennis, K6MYC, and I'll be looking for anybody else, KJ6KFB, KO6KD, KR6MR, and the boys in Reading. Over.
KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Okay, we hear you, John. Take a transmission, and I'll get peeked on you a little bit here. KR6MR 759, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, good evening, Mike. I was talking to Bill just now. He probably won't be on the net. He'll slice it, I guess, a week or so back on the 40-meter net in the morning, or 20-meter, whatever it was. He was the only one that chimed in with you, and you said since no one's there, you're going to go have some coffee on the patio and left him high and dry.
Well, the last 3 or 4 days I've missed the net, and this morning I couldn't make it. We were already on our road to the hospital to get eye surgery, cataract surgery on Judy's eye. We left the house at a little after 6:30 this morning, so I was a long ways from getting on at 8 o'clock on 40. I will try to be there tomorrow. We'll try to be there at 8 o'clock tomorrow, so hopefully Bill will be around. And why did he say he wasn't going to make the net tonight? Over.
He's kind of just, he's kind of house-written. He does nothing other than ham radio. Yeah, I guess it was all over a week ago. If you left him and went and had coffee.
Okay, John. Boy, the band is acting up. It's just this darkness thing, and you just right down to nothing. Judy and I looked at each other and said, "Where did he go?" And I said, "That's what's called QSB." QSB, John, over.
Roger. The QSB is horrible right now. You're also in the mud. Over.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just coming up now. Okay, well, we'll let you go. I'll look for you tomorrow on 432, okay?
Roger, Dodger, CN 432, KR6MR.
Yeah, boy, it was terrible the other night on 1296. I assumed that everything was okay on your end. I got one quick reflection from you, or a signal from you, about 3 words. It must have been an airplane reflection. Otherwise, you were just barely moving the meter and mushing the noise, but it was totally unreadable the whole time. Over.
Yeah, I heard a few words from you. N6RO came in. I guess he relayed for me, and I think it was a Jeff up in the Grass Valley area was in. And that was, and Paul, Dr. Paul, KR6MR.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was in, but I couldn't hear him either. He was not readable at all on the direct path. I had him on the bounce path, good, but no direct path from Paul. So miserable conditions to you that night. I guess I finally heard somebody up there. Well, I heard KE6ILX, but very marginal. He was about Q4. But, he's got such a good location that he can get through with almost anything. Anyway, thanks, John, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully it'll be better next week. KR6MR, K6MYC, KO6KD, KJ6KFB. Are you guys here? AJ6 Queen Lima. How about you, George? N6 RZJ.
KE6ILX.
There he is. Big, strong signal, and nice to talk to you on the phone last night. Thanks for the help. And we appreciate your comments and your thoughts on the title insurance thing. KE6ILX, K6MYC. Give us your Bozo number.
Yeah, 96. And real quick, won't hold it at all. But Gary, IKE, I guess it's been over a year ago. I helped them do the tear down and haul a bunch of stuff to the dump, and helped them haul a bunch of stuff up above Nevada City. And then he's not very technical. He's a really great guy, but he's not really capable of getting the station on the air without help. And I lost track of him, lost his phone number. His number was disconnected, and so I think he's just given up for a while. If he'd ever get a hold of me, I wouldn't mind. I'd help him get something on the air because he's pretty close. So anyway, that's about it. KE6ILX, and I'll let you get down the log. KE6IL.
Yeah, okay. Well, Nevada City is located with respect to you. Just give me an idea. You think he'll have a good shot down this way from Nevada City?
Yeah, he should. It was a little higher elevation. But like I said, his phone number went disconnected, and I lost track of him, and like I said, he's a really great guy, but he really is not really capable of getting a station on the air by himself. So I think that's kind of what happened. He may have given up for a while.
Well, he's capable, but he may be losing. He may be also having a little dementia. I'm not sure. There may have been a tinge of that sign of dementia earlier. But he's capable, but you're right, he's not technical at all. He's hands-on and screw the connector together, but he doesn't have much idea what's going on there electrically. You're way more ahead of him in that respect, so I appreciate you trying to give him help if you can get a hold of him. Hopefully he'll reach out to you. He's probably got your number, and I think your number is still okay. And we'll reach out to somebody and get some help. I remember Matt, my son, and I went up to his place when he had a place up in the mountains. I can't remember exactly where it was, but we helped him set up a 2-meter moon bounce array, and he did some moon bounce. So he's had some pretty sophisticated stuff up in the air, and he made it work. But he did have to have help with it. And he didn't really fully understand what was going on, and that may be something that's a growing problem with him right now. I just don't know. I don't want to pre-diagnose his condition, but I'm just making a guess. Over.
Yeah. Well, I didn't notice any of that. I was helping him tear everything down and get it moved. But anyway, we'll say 7-3 for now, and we'll be listening for you later. KE6ILX.
Okay, well, now, if you want to sell your car, Gary's the guy to do it. He's the best used car salesman you'll ever find. Over.
Oh, yeah. That's an absolute fact. No problem there.
Okay. See you later. Thanks for checking in. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on 432. Thanks again for the phone call, Jeff. KE6ILX, K6MYC. Clear. Anybody else? We're looking for Redding.
I'm going to go toward the Reading. Hey, Jeff, thanks so much for the update. Last time I had his phone number, and he still got mine. If I hear something, I'll let you know.
Roger.
410 already.
Oh, okay. Give us the full call there, 410.
Very good. Well, good evening, Mike. This is Russ KW6T, Bozo number 410 in Latrobe, California. Not too far, about 30 miles east of Sacramento. And, fairly close to Placerville. Anyway, good evening, Mike. Just wanted to say hello. Nothing really happening on this end.
I know, and you've been very busy with personal stuff and having lots of fun in your old age retirement. Ha-ha. But good to have you in here. Thanks very much for calling in. And you got beautiful audio, so Judy didn't have any trouble copying your input there. Over.
Very good. Fantastic. Well, glad to hear she can copy me. It's I wish my audio on this end was better. My hearing is not very good. So, 2-meter sideband is not bad, though. Getting on HF, that's a different story. So, all right, Mike, well, hey, I'll let you go. Have a good evening. 73.
7-3, Russ. Thanks again.
And the Bozo group here is KW6T.
Here, 7-3. Good evening, Russ. One of these days, we'll get you to get that 432 and 1296 antenna up, and we'll work you there.
Oh, yeah, all in due time.
I know. Whenever you get a whole bunch of round two-its.
Yep, all my round two-its have all been square for a while, so I gotta definitely shave those sharp points off and get them round again.
There you go, Sander. Okay, see you later. K6MYC, looking toward Reading, and anybody else. We're missing K6 Whiskey India Sugar. We're missing KD6SW, KO6HS, KJ6KFB, AJ6 Queen Lima. God, we got a lot of people in Sacramento that are missing tonight. Over.
Ready?
What was that? 756. We got you, Darren. Give us your call. I think Judy can probably copy a little bit there. Go ahead.
Oh, very good, Mike. Just managed to get out here after eating and heard you were around, so I popped in and said, hello, Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756.
Yeah, very good. Good to have you in there. Judy says, thank you. You came through beautifully. I moved the antenna back a little bit for you. And sounds good. I guess Bill's quiet. I guess he's still trying to recover from his mother's funeral. He's probably not feeling all that emotionally tippy-toppy. But if you hear him or talk to him, give him our best and tell him we're waiting to hear it. I should be on 40 meters in the morning. I'll make every attempt to be there at 8 o'clock. 7-3, Darren, KJ6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, South Sacramento, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Carry on. Good luck getting up and ready.
Okay, very good. AJ6 Queen Lima. George, are you in here? Nothing from George. KO6KD. Okay, back up toward Reading. I don't know what kind of path we're going to have to Reading here. KO6KD, KO6, KD6 Shopping Wet. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC, over.
Good evening, Jerry. Copy 230 WB6ISO.
Dennis, I missed what you said. Did you hear the guys in Reading? Are you copying Reading there, Dennis? Over.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to you. Rich, how you doing, everybody? Over. Very good. I can't hear Mike. Since I talked to you, Rich, would you give my very best to Rich when you talk to him, over? Thank you. I do appreciate it. I'll get out of the way. And if you're copying Mike, tell him I apologize if I'm stepping on him or whatever. I just can't hear him. And it's been a while since I had an opportunity to talk to you and Rich. You take care. Have a nice one over there. WB6ISO 73. Take care.
Okay, I heard something with an H in it. That might be KO6HS, KO6HS. How about it, Jerry? Was that you? Over.
Roger, Mike. KO6HS 230, we're in here. Got a pretty deep fade going on, but we are out here. Over.
Okay, Russ. rough copy, really rough copy. It's marginal at this time, Jerry, but good to have you checking in. The band is in very poor shape tonight. Some signals are very, very loud, but some others are not very good at all, so I'm not having very good luck with you and or Rich. Neither one of you are Q5. But thank you very much for being there. Don't give up. Keep trying. And we'll look for you on Sunday night. We'll look for better conditions with you on Sunday night. KO6HS and KD6SW, K6MYC, 73 Jerry, over Jerry.
All right, real good. You got a
Yeah, WB6 ISO. He's got checked in there and everything's just fine up there. Mike, over.
Caught all of that, and I'll turn it over and see if Rich is out here and he can get back to you. Over.
You were perfect copy that time, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, just band conditions. It's a lot of QSB tonight. Very strong and then very weak. They just go out completely. So the inversions and the QSB is fierce. Let's see, Rich, are you in there now for clear contact? KO6, KD6SW, K6MYC, over.
Oh, yeah, band has come up there a wee bit there. KD6 shortwave, number 145, in Reading, over.
Yeah, perfect copy now, just like you're in the room with us. What a difference, man. I couldn't even tell you were in there when you were working, Dennis. Just horrible conditions with the heavy QSB. Thanks, Rich. I forgot to look for you seriously on Monday. I did point that way, but I never heard any CW. Did you hear anything, or did you get on the 6-meter net, over?
Well, I certainly tried. At the end of the net, when you had your antenna pointed to the south, I sent a couple of CQ calls, or CW calls down there to you, and I thought you responded, but I'm not really sure. I tried anyhow, over.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I heard CW either. There was a couple of times I thought I heard some CW in there, and I was already done working the guys in Nevada who use CW like you do. So I wasn't sure what I was hearing, but I just didn't get enough of it to even know it was really a CW signal. We'll hope for better conditions next Monday night, Rich. I'm sorry about that. And it was my fault because I really didn't pay much attention either when I was pointed your way. Most of the guys did not check in. We did not have any check-ins from Sacramento, so I didn't keep the antenna in your direction for very long, over.
Yeah, there really wasn't too much activity on that night, so I figured, well, it'll be a shot in the dark to see if I can get down there to you. Well, anyway, we gave it a go, and let's see if I can do. Anyway, 7-3 to you down there. Dennis in there also. KD6 shortwave, KD6 control 1.
Hello, Rich, and goodbye, Rich. Nice hearing you, WB6 ISO.
Yeah, good evening, Rich, 7-3, and we'll catch you on Sunday. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
73, Rich, take care.
Okay. One more call into Sacramento area and their parts in between and beyond. N6 RZJ, K6 Whiskey India Sugar, AJ6 Queen Lima. Anybody I'm missing? K6MYC. K6 JDU. I don't hear him lately either. He was in here quite a bit every day for a while, and then he just disappeared. I guess there's nobody left there. Dennis, 7-3, we'll see you on Sunday, or maybe tomorrow on 432. Hi. Going to Nevada, K6MYC, Nevada.
272, 57, UQL.
A booming signal, and I'm not even pointed at you. Wait till I get on you. Go ahead.
Roger, got a copy on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rob, my park activation is on the POTA website. Can you have somebody check it?
Okay, you say somebody's on the POTA website? Who's that, over?
My activation for Parks on the Air is on the website. Can somebody look at it and make sure it's okay?
Okay. Yeah, we'll check into it, see if I can get on there.
Okay, thank you much. KE7UQL.
A good signal. Now that I'm pointed at you, I was pointed towards Sacramento when I heard you. So you got a booming signal, Daniel. KE7UQL 272. Who else have you heard up there? I haven't heard. I didn't hear Larry ever last night, so I guess he wasn't there. Over.
No, and it's quiet tonight again, and very sorry about taking so long to get tuned into you. You know, your signal is very wide, and I always wind up on the low-frequency side of it. Over.
Yeah, you mean wide in terms of beam width? Beam width?
No, your audio is very wide. I have to get centered right on the center of your audio frequency for enough power to reach you. Over.
That's weird. I don't know why it would be wide. Nothing's changed here.
No, you're just very wide because you have so much power from that 800-watt amplifier. Over.
Oh, well, it's 1,600 watts, but it only puts out 1,500 for the FCC. Over.
Roger, my 30 is really struggling to reach you. Over.
I'll be darned. Okay. Well, let me just see. Richard, are you here? KD6BQ, are you here?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yeah, good signal. Take one. And tell us if you've heard anything from Larry.
Haven't heard anything from Larry yet tonight, so I don't know if he's here or not, but time will tell, I guess. But anyway, beautiful day up here. Hopefully you're having some better weather down there as well, over.
Yeah, it was about 98 today, but we were in the house most of the time. We got up very early. We were up at 5:30 to get Judy on the road to down to the Fresno Surgical Hospital. She had her right eye cataract replacement today. So it's 3 weeks apart. The left eye was done 3 weeks ago, and now she's seeing pretty good. She's doing the whole Bozo Net without wearing glasses or anything. So apparently it's working, even though it's the first day with the right eye. So anyway, she's doing good. She was a little nauseous after the surgery. They may have hit her a little too hard with anesthesia. They don't put you out, but they put you down to a low level so you're not fidgety and stuff. And she got a little nauseous at the beginning, right after the surgery, but we came home and laid down, and she took a nap and then felt pretty good and got up and had some snack and then ate a nice dinner here. So she's pretty much physically back to normal except for the eye thing. Anyway, that's what's going on here. It was about 98 today, but like I say, we didn't go out much. I didn't even have time to go in the pool. I took a nap too. I was tired, and I didn't get much sleep either last night. KD6BQ, K6MYC in the group.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ. Signals dropped a little bit. Hopefully you're copying me here. But yeah, it's not a surprise to you to take a little nap afterwards because even though the process is pretty simple, it's pretty physically traumatic and psychologically traumatic to have them in there taking out the lens and putting in another one. Yeah, I had that done a few years ago. It was the greatest thing I ever did. I ended up with 20/15 vision, so I'm back to like I was when I was a kid. The only difference is, of course, I have to wear some reading glasses to read because I didn't get any adaptive type lenses there. So anyway, I've been very happy with the results, and hopefully it sounds like it's working well. Hopefully it continues to work really well for Judy there. So anyway, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, back to you.
Yeah, Roger, you're fine on your cataract surgery and success and all. Well, we went ahead because it was worth doing because Judy had so many different pairs of reading glasses and stuff. So we went out and got the adaptive lenses. And according to the doctor, it gives you diopter capability of an eyeball that's about 30 years old. So almost full diopter range, and she doesn't seem to be using her reading glasses at all this evening. Usually she was struggling with the magnifying glass and everything, just trying to read the Bozo Net and getting the numbers down. Tonight she doesn't even have glasses on, so it's nice to see her face with not so many metal frames around it. Over.
Yeah, well, tell Judy if she's not hearing you well that I'm glad to hear the surgery sounds like a good success, and wish her many years of good vision after this. Over.
Now, thank you very much, Richard. We're copying you 100%. Are you having difficulty with me?
Yeah, you're down right now. You're down to me right now.
That's weird because I'm copying you fine. There's a lot of power. Over. I could give you a tad more. That's all I got to give you. That's 1,500 watts. KD6BQ 73, Richard, and we'll give a call and see if Larry's in there. See you tomorrow night with your smashing 8 watts on 432. KD6BQ K6MYC. Good evening. It did. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, Gardnerville, Nevada, K6MYC, calling and listening. I guess Larry isn't there. One quick call to you, Stan, N7 K7SUN, 442, K7SUN, 442, K6MYC, Stan. Okay, nothing from Stan. Back to you, Daniel, for a wrap. KE7UQL, you tie the ribbons on it. K6MYC.
Okay, K6MYC, KE7UQL. I will miss tomorrow. I need to lay some antennas over due to high winds, and I need parts to take with me for this weekend. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Understand. Well, good luck in this weekend's trip. Hopefully you make many contacts along with the fellow that really needs you here in the Fresno area. Thank you for your effort, Daniel. Appreciate it. KE7UQL 73, K6MYC. Bon voyage.
KM6SR.
KM6SR, KE7UQL.
Yes, Daniel, I found you on the POTA site there, so you're on there. You're going to be at Washoe Lake State Park, US 2640, over.
Yes, did you notice the date and time, over?
They're way down at the moment. Bad QSP tonight, but I think he confirmed that, Rob.
Okay, I'm going to give Rob a phone call. I'm going to call him on the phone.
Okay, he's going to call you on the phone, Rob.
Roger, I copy that. Okay, Daniel.
All right, we're just about done. I'm going to go back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed. You want to try Porterville?
Okay, I'll go down that way.
Okay, one last call into the Bay Area. Bay Area, 286? 283, okay. 283, 283 to 86, one or the other. Somewhere in the Bay Area, K6MYC Bozo Net. Kilo 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Late checks are missed in the Bay Area for 2 meters. K6MYC calling and looking for check-ins. Okay, nothing heard, so I guess we're done for the evening, except for Porterville. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, Daniel's calling me right now. KE6BK, you on tonight, Eddie?
I can call him here, Rob. Carry on. We'll get your phone call with Daniel. Heading down toward Porterville, looking for anybody that wants to check into the last few minutes of the Bozo Net, K6MYC. Okay, we're down there to Porterville and looking for KE6BK. KE6BK, Porterville. Eddie, I wonder if you're there, or anybody else that's copying me. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie. Over. Oh, Eddie tonight. So, Aaron, if you're still there, 73s, good evening. Frank, same to you. And we'll see you tomorrow if you come down this way. W6BBS, K6USY, or anybody else, K6MYC will be clear. 7-3.
Good night, Mike. I will see you in the morning. W6BBS.
All righty. Good night, Mike. K6USY.
Good night, Aaron. Good night, Frank.